little goldies, and welcome back to my channel. Welcome to 2018 and welcome to my first Color Gab of 2018, which is going to consist of a buddy color with Catrena Belgium. I hope I said that right. She emailed me and asked if I would do a buddy color, and it is going to be out of this coloring book. This is the Coloriage Wild. Now this is book 1. Apparently there is a book 2 that is out now, but I do not have this one, so this is the original one, the first one. And we have settled on to do this picture here, right there, with all these leaves and flowers and stuff. Very, very pretty. So what we're going to use today is my Holbein pencils to color this with. Let me just go ahead and get my case out and I'll show those to you guys. Now, I know they've kind of gotten some controversy through the coloring community. There was a lot of drama centered around these pencils, but you know what? I figure I bought them to color with and I'm going to use them, and I want to see how they work on this book. Okay, so before we actually get started coloring, I want to do a few little housekeeping items here. First of all, I changed up my description section a little bit on my videos. I added a few things. You're gonna find a tip jar, which is a coffee. It's the same one that Erin from Simple Art for Adults uses, and so it'll say tip jar and buy me a coffee. So that is just a way to support this channel. As you guys know, I am an Amazon affiliate, and so I provide links to books and supplies and stuff that I use in my videos. In the description section, I've also included my affiliate link, so you can actually just go on to Amazon's site through my link, and if you shop from there, then that should help too. But I've also put up this tip jar just in case if you want to support it that way too. And any kind of support that I get for anything like this, I am a YouTube partner, so I get just a little bit of commission from that as well, and that's why you see ads on my videos. So any money that I make with doing YouTube, any kind of YouTube, anything for my Amazon, if you do anything with the tip jar, that just goes right back into the channel to help improve things. It allows me to get more books and supplies to show you guys. It just allows me to keep the content fresh and new, and to just do general improvements over time and so forth. So there's plenty of ways to support my channel if you wish. Now please don't feel that you have to. I don't want you to feel like you have to or anything. It's just there, and it also kind of helps me to be able to fund giveaways too. But don't feel that you have to. You can simply just watch the videos. This is the alternative to going to something like Patreon, because you know what, like, I have enough work on my hands to do with YouTube. I have my hands full with that, and so I don't want to add like Patreon to that. And I really don't support anybody at Patreon myself anyway. I feel it's kind of exclusive. It's like you have to pay if you want to get certain content, and I want everybody to be able to just watch my videos with no pressure or anything like that. So yeah, I wanted to just go ahead and point that out because I've decided to kind of change things up a little bit over the new year and just kind of put a few of those extra little things there. And I've also been asked if you know, folks could send me like colored pictures and cards and stuff. So I've included an address. It's to my husband's work rather than getting myself a P.O. box. You can just go ahead and send it to my husband's work, and then he can bring it home to me. But don't feel that, again, you know, please, please, please don't feel that you have to send me anything. If you want to write me a letter, like if you want to be pen pals, that's awesome. If you want to, like, if you have a colored page that you want to share with me, that is fine too. But that is strictly why I put that down there. So if you want to send me like, because I had a few requests to send Christmas cards and stuff too. So anytime you want to send me a card or anything like that, or if you want to write me a letter. Now, I'm a little slow on the uptake with sometimes with replying to letters a little bit. I do get a little busy, and so I will get it out. It's just sometimes it may take me a little longer than I would like. But if you do send me a letter, I promise I will respond back. I will reply back. So if anybody's looking for a pen pal or anything, feel free to write me at the address included in the video. So yeah, I just wanted to go ahead and point all that stuff out, as well as remind everybody that if you want to read a sample of my writing, I do write stories, and some of what I write is stories with the help of using my Sims game to provide pictures of the characters and stuff. So also in the bottom of the description, if you want to read my stories, you can go to the respective blogs and do that. Those are ongoing stories, so they're going to be updated from time to time. They're not going to be ending anytime soon. So if you're looking for something like installments or whatever, then that's a perfect thing to read. So yeah, I just wanted to just point out everything that I have in the description section. Don't feel that you have to do anything with it. That's not why it's there. It's just there just in case anybody would want to do anything. So yeah, and as I said, it just kind of helps to support this channel and to be able to bring fresh and new content to you guys. Okay, so let's get on with the coloring. So now before we actually get started, I'm going to tell you guys, in case we have some new folks that have wandered onto my channel, I am coloring with a visual impairment, so please just keep that in mind. And that means I have to get pretty close to my work so that I can see what I'm doing. So just keep that in mind. I try to keep my head out of the way as much as possible, but sometimes, sometimes you know, you're going to end up seeing that. So anyway, I'm going to pick out a few little colors, and yeah, I'm going to pick out a few colors, and I will be right back. Okay guys, so we are zoomed in and we're going to go ahead and get started. Now I think I'm going to go ahead and start with her skin tone, and man, I want to see how these Holbeins are going to act in this book. But we're going to be talking quite a bit about like what I want to see happening for the channel for this upcoming year. And so we're just going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to just do some light layers with our pencils for a little bit. And then we'll go back in and we'll darken it up. But yeah, so like I said, we're just going to be talking about just some things that I want to see happening on the channel for the new year. And, you know, just some goals and stuff. I don't like to call them resolutions or anything, because every time I say resolution, it's like, you know, you feel like you have to, and if you don't do it, you feel like a heel when you don't. And a lot of times, it's hard. I mean, it's human nature. Like, you have good intentions, and, you know, they say the best laid plans of mice and men and all that, and sometimes it just doesn't work out that way. So we're going to try to do the best we can and try to accomplish some of these goals. But right now I am just sitting under 2,000 subscribers, and so my goal is to see 3,000 subscribers for the channel for the year. I'm hoping to do a few more giveaways. I did, I think, maybe 1 or 2 last year in 2017. I do have a giveaway that's going to be coming up, so be on the lookout for that. That is going to be happening soon. That's going to be happening soon, so be on the lookout for that. I'm not going to spoil the surprise. You'll just have to watch the video. I have some more Pennsylvania episodes coming up as well. So definitely be on the lookout for that. And also, I still have yet to do my coloring book collection. So that's going to be happening soon. I just have to get a few things organized before I film it. It is just so hard to believe how quickly my collection has grown over the months and so forth. Yeah, so, but that's going to be happening. As I said, some more Pennsylvanias are going to be coming up. And also, this is my first buddy color of 2018. But if you would like to do a buddy color with me, please email me or get in touch with me, and we can certainly arrange that. If you want to do the how Anne is doing it, like if you want to get on like Skype or Messenger or something like that, and just chit chat, we can do that. Do that while we color. Now, as I said, this buddy color is with Catrena Belgium, and I hope I said your name right. But anyway, we have been kind of doing, not really coloring on the phone or anything, but we have talked on the phone a few times, and oh my gosh, like, she is so funny. She is so funny. And she said I totally made her laugh when I called myself a color pencil hoe. She said I just cracked her up, and then I said it over the phone, and she just, oh my gosh, like she was rolling. She's like, you gotta stop, my cheeks are hurting. So I was totally making her laugh and cracking her up. It was so funny. And yeah, it was so funny. Let's see, I just need to get her ear. I want to try to get, I don't want to color that piece of her hair right there. We will do her hair with a different color. Yeah. So yes, it was very, very, very funny. But yeah, we had a couple of really good conversations, and we've become good friends. And so I look forward to many, many more phone conversations with her. Yeah, so that is going to be awesome. Okay. I think I'm going to get just a slightly darker color to use on strategic places for the skin tone. Now this coloring book, this is by Emmanuelle, what is her last name? Emmanuelle, what the heck is her last name? Emmanuelle Colin. And I got this book on Etsy. I will try to find the link for you guys so that you can get this book if you want. Now apparently, like I said, apparently there is a second one that is out, and I don't have that one, but apparently there's a second one that is out, which I totally want to get because I love this book. I love, 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 love this book. So I was really glad that Catrena suggested doing a picture out of this book. Just because I think it's awesome. So yeah, I have become really good friends with Catrena over the last couple weeks or so. So thank you, Catrena. This is awesome, and I am very, very much looking forward to many, many more years of friendship with you. Absolutely. So anyways, I was saying some things that I want to see happening for the channel. I did say I would like to see 3,000 subscribers. I'm hoping that will come out of that. I do plan, and this is like something that I really, really need to work on too, is I need to be more active, like in the Facebook groups. I'm not one of those that just sits on social media like constantly. I can't justify it. I just don't have the time to spend on social media for just hours and hours and hours and hours. To me, it's such a time killer. I mean, I see the benefits of social media, but to just sit on social media just for hours and hours and hours, it just kills so much time. And I have a hard time just, number one, sometimes I just don't have the time to do it. And number two, you know, it's hard to do much of anything else when you're just constantly sitting on social media. But at the same time, I feel like I need to get a little bit more active in the Facebook groups. Because that's something that is a weakness of mine. To me, I emphasize more on the YouTube, which is, in my opinion, how it should be, because I like getting these videos out to you guys. But still, you know, in some of my downtime, I need to just jump onto the Facebook groups a little bit more often and just kind of say hi to everybody. Because, I mean, let's face it, like if I don't push my channel, you know, who is, really? And it's not to say that I'm going to get on the groups and start spamming, because I don't believe in that, you know. And also you have to be courteous to the to the group owner too. But for my group, you know, for the group that I run, Coloring with Sharon and Friends, I want to do, you know, a few more challenges and stuff. Like I want to do some challenges and some maybe some like group buddy colors, like where we kind of pick, like we're like kind of like how Erin does it, like you know, where we pick a picture out of a certain book and color in it. Which I would make videos for and so forth, to be able to do that. So yeah, that is a goal. But, you know, it's just something that I just have to do. Like, I feel like, I sometimes feel like there's just not enough hours in the day, let me tell you. So yeah, but that is something that I need to work on, is to try to get more active in the Facebook groups. I would love to do more buddy colors, like I said, so just tell me if it's something that you're interested in, if you want to do a buddy color with me. Now, please also just keep in mind that because I am coloring with the visual impairment, I color slower than probably what most people do. So it's going to take me a little bit of time to get a picture done. So please just keep that in mind, because, you know, just because that's how it is. But if you want to do a buddy color with me, we will do it, obviously, because I love doing buddy colors, and I really do love seeing what everybody comes up with, and just to see the level of talent that you all have. I mean, it's just amazing, amazing, amazing. And you all had such a great time with Sweet Colorful Christmas, and I want to thank everybody who participated in that. I do want to thank everybody who participated in that, because that was so much fun to do. And I had a blast with it, and I know Anne did, so I just want to thank everybody for their participation. I do want to thank everybody for their support, for your support of me and my channel. And I'm just going to run this eraser just over this part, just a tad. There we go. Get that out of that line. What else is new? Get out of the line. So I do want to thank everybody for their continued support of my channel. Meaning, you know, watching my channel, commenting, and all that good stuff. And just coming over to talk to me and to say hi. Yeah. So thank you, thank you, thank you, everybody, for that. Oops, I pressed down just a little bit too hard on that part right there. So... but yeah, that is just some things that I feel that I need to do for the channel. We're going to have more Pennsylvania. I do want to do some buddy colors, you know, quite a few more buddy colors. My goal is to do some more giveaways, and hopefully I will be able to get stuff together for that. I want to definitely do a 2,000 subscriber giveaway, but I have to reach that first. Once I reach 2,000 subscribers, I will do a giveaway for that. And then, you know, depending on what I can come up with for here, we will definitely do that. I'm going to turn the book just slightly because I have this area like around her eye that I need to get, and her forehead. And I'm just trying to do the light layers for right now. And we'll go back in and darken some up. I feel like I'm getting a lot of pencil lines. I feel like I want to get my Prismacolor blender or maybe some Gamsol oil and just really blend this in, which I just might, because I feel like I'm getting like too many pencil lines right now. And maybe that will get better once I have a few more layers here. But we'll see what happens. Now this buddy color is probably going to take me several parts to do, because you know, just because there's a lot of leaves and flowers and stuff here. Sorry that I'm silent for just a minute. What else do I want to see for the channel? Or, you know, some more goals that I want to see. Now, I did say that I'm going to be showing my coloring book collection. And as you guys know, and like Erin calls me, you know, Erin from some Simple Art for Adults, she calls me the product haul queen. But what I want to try to do is what I want to try to do is just, is because I have so many coloring books in my collection, is I want to try to, now I'm not going to promise that I will color a page in every single one of them, just because I have so many books, because I mean, there are so many books I have that I have not colored in yet, just because I have so many of them. But what I want to try to do is I do want to try to color in as many as I can, at least one page. I will endeavor to color in I will say between 15 and 20 pages, because I'm a slow colorist. Like, there's times that I average maybe 4 or 5 pictures a month. But I will say that I will try to color 20 pictures, and they will be in books that I haven't touched yet. So I will try to do that. I will try to do that. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens there with that. So yeah. Okay, so her skin tone is pretty light, but it's coming out pretty good. I may try to add a few more little flourishes here on it at some point, but I think I'm liking how it's coming out. I feel like I just need to take a blender pencil to it though, and just kind of blend it out, because I'm getting a lot of pencil lines. Like, you can see the white spaces with these pencils, but I mean, as you can see, these pencils blend so beautifully. Now, like I was saying, you know, there's been quite a bit of drama centered on Holbeins. Now, another goal that I have here, and I'm going to be talking about things I learned over 2017, but maybe that's kind of one thing that I don't really sit on social media. I mean, number one is the time, but just the drama that goes on there. And I'm not saying that everything is like this, but social media tends to pick up a lot of drama. And I don't like drama. I'm really not going to say too much about drama that goes on, because I kind of feel like me, I just kind of sit off in my own little corner and just do my videos. Like, I can't really say that I'm like close to like am I BFFs with like any of the YouTubers? No. I mean, I love Anne. I love both Annes, Anne from A Colorful Life, and I love Anne Hatfield. But do we get on the messenger and talk every day? No, we don't. It's not that I don't want to be friends with anybody, because I'm a very friendly, outgoing person. It's just that I have been burned before. And so I try to be careful, and I've kind of had to learn this the hard way, and I'm still learning it, I guess. But I feel like that I have to kind of be careful about who I really invest my time and emotional support into, because I have been burned before, like I said, and I don't like when that happens. And something I learned, let's see, let's try to get, let's see. Try to find something for these flowers here. One thing I learned is that you kind of have to be careful, because people are not what they seem sometimes. There's some people that are not. And I'm not saying that everybody is like this, but there's some people that are not what they seem. And let's face it, people can suck. You know, there's people out there that can totally suck. And I kind of feel like there have been times that I've invested my time and emotions and confided things to people, and then what happens is they turn around and stab me in the back. And like I said, I have been burned before. I mean, when you're doing, you know, when you're on the, I guess even in real life too, I mean, it can certainly happen in real life. But when you stick your neck out there, I mean, you run the risk of getting hurt. You run the risk of getting burned. And I have certainly been burned a time or two. So one thing that I have learned, and I am still learning and working on, is that people just are not, there's some people that just aren't what they seem. And like, for example, I had a friend who we'd been friends for like over 5 years, and then they one day upped and said, well, I can't be friends with you anymore. Because they decided that being a supportive friend isn't in their nature. So it happens, unfortunately it happens, but people can suck. And not, I mean, I'm not saying that everybody does, but there's some people that can really suck. And I'm just, nowadays, you know, these days I'm just trying to be careful about who I get close to. You know what they say, fool me once, shame on you, fool me twice, shame on me. So yeah, I mean, I hate to be such a downer about it, but I'm telling you, sometimes sometimes I like my dogs more than I like some people. And I know I've said this before, but, and I don't know, especially women, you know, women can be very catty. And my husband and I were talking about this some time back, but women can be very catty. You know, sometimes we kind of talk about men and how they are, but women, I don't know, women just kind of have this way sometimes, and they can be super catty. And it's, yeah. I've seen it before. I've seen it before, and I will probably see it many times over. Yeah. I hope I'm coloring this right. I kind of feel like that this was a flower. I got quite a few leaves here. I know that, which I will have to get, but I'm gonna try to do this part here. Okay. There's another little flower right there. I'll try to color it. So what did I learn for 2017? Is to just really be careful who you invest your emotions and your friendship into. And like I said, it's been a weakness for me because like I'm a very friendly, outgoing person, and I tend to forget that people are people, and they're not always going to give you the support or the type of friendship that that you seek. And I don't know, I think over the years, like since the invention of the internet, like friendships have changed. Like, I don't know, like, and it's not just the internet, but I think over the decades and stuff, like the definition of friendship or the expectation of friendships have changed. Like friendship now isn't what friendship used to be when I was growing up. It just isn't. It just is not. And yeah. And I know I've said that before. I have said that before. Okay. I think I'm gonna find something to color her hair with, and I will be right back. Okay. Let's work on her hair just a little bit, and I'm gonna try to just put the dark parts just kind of where I see the dark on here, because this book is kind of grayscale like, so you'll be able to kind of figure out like where some of the dark stuff is gonna go and how you can blend it in with the lighter color. So we will do that. I really, really, really like this book. I hope I can do this picture justice because this is such a pretty, pretty, pretty book. It really is. It really is. And I don't want to screw up this lady here. This is my first time coloring in this book. I've had it just kind of sitting there, and I've been just really ogling it, just really had my eye on it, thinking, okay, I really need to color in this book, but I've been afraid to. I have been afraid to color in this book because I just don't want to screw it up. I just don't want to screw it up. But we're going to be brave, and we're going to have our courage, and we're going to do it. We're going to do it. So the buddy color just kind of gave me the incentive to do it. So thank you, Catrena. Thank you, Catrena. So anyway, I was talking a little bit about what I learned in 2017. Just to kind of expect the unexpected. And I mean this both in good and not so good ways. Because, like I said, sometimes you get stuff that you don't really bargain for. But some good things that I did learn, and again, you know, just kind of goes back to the people. And I have met some awesome people, you know, through the groups and stuff. Stephanie Ray, Melody Jones, yes, and of course Catrena. and I've gotten to know Anne from A Colorful Life better. So I think that is awesome. And like I said, I enjoy watching Anne Hatfield. I have been, and I'll even watch her Avon videos and just kind of drool because I really like Avon. I do want to mention Kate from Kate's Coloring Haven. I love Kate. I consider Kate a dear friend. She is just such a sweetheart. Love Kate. Love Kate. So yeah. And I also wanted to thank her for all of her concern and care over what happened with poor Turbo. I mean, I've had so much outpouring of care and concern and love as far as that, you know, with that and with other things too. But you know, when we were going through this with Turbo, there have been just so many wonderful just outpourings of concern and care, and so I just wanted to thank everybody for that. Yep. So thank you so much for that. Some of this hair, I'm just trying to do it like in a flicking motion, because sometimes I think you get the strands a little bit better that way. And I'm kind of just going with the grain of it here. So, but yes, love Kate. I've really also been enjoying Zoe Archer's channel. So little shout out for you ladies, because I know you guys are wanting to get more viewers and subscribers. It means that you're just kind of starting off a little bit. So just wanted to point those ladies out, and they are across the pond from me in the UK. So I love listening to them talk. I really do. I kind of feel like, oh my gosh, and this is so funny. And I got Kate laughing at this because I kind of feel like that the way they talk and then the way like we talk over here, I kind of feel like we sound like a bunch of hicks. And I told Kate, I said, you guys sound just so prim and proper and so forth. And she was like, she was laughing. She says, this made me laugh so much. And she said, well, I sure didn't sound prim and proper when I was, I think she had stubbed her toe or dropped something, and she said some colorful language had come out of her mouth. So she says, I didn't sound very proper then. So I was laughing at that. That was funny. I had to laugh at that. I really did. Now, I don't know if I see any more of her. Yeah, I do. I see some more of her hair. I may have to go back in with some of this later when I get the leaves done, because I probably, you know me, like it's inevitable I miss something. So yeah, you take the good with the bad, you know, when it comes to a lot of things, you know, especially when you stick your neck out, like you get a lot of good experiences. You really do. Sometimes you get some not so good experiences. And you know what? I think we've all been there. I think we have all been there and done that. So, well, life in general is a learning experience. I'm not going to lie about that. And I kind of feel like if you make the same mistakes like over and over again, that's your own fault. But you know what? I've been there and done that too. Sometimes you think, well, it'll be different this time, and then when history repeats itself, because history often will repeat itself in more ways than one, but it happens. But some really great things. Like I said, I have met some great people, which is awesome. So along those same lines, another thing I learned too is I need better time management skills. I talk about like just not having enough time to do this or that or anything, but I kind of feel like there's times where I just kind of fritter away my time. Like, there's days where I just get so lazy. Like, I will get so lazy and I don't want to do anything. And then I'm kicking myself because I don't do anything. But I just don't feel like doing anything. And then I feel guilty when I don't do anything. But yeah, so I don't know. I kind of feel like I need to be a little bit more productive in 2018. Like I kind of felt like 2017 wasn't as productive as I was hoping it would be. In a lot of ways. I mean, I did color quite a few pictures. I did do quite a few things, but as far as like my journaling and stuff, like I don't think that was very productive. I mean, I did do it, but I don't feel that it was very productive. I kind of feel like it was just kind of a, I don't want to say shallow or superficial or whatever, but because when I did do it, I mean, I did do it, but I kind of felt like that I could have taken it to that next step in 2017, and I did not. I kind of feel like I just did not do that extra step that I should have done. And I kind of feel like that there's a lot more that I could have done with that in 2017 that I did not do. And so I need to, that is another thing that I need to consider and work on. You know, just to really take care of some of that. Yeah. Because I don't think I did it very well, to be quite honest with you. And also, you know, same thing for the coloring. I kind of feel like that I did not color, I kind of feel like that I did not color as much as I really wanted to color. And I really wanted to color quite a lot, but I kind of feel like that I just didn't get the amount of coloring in that I really had been hoping to. So I feel like I kind of let myself down that way. I'm just making sure that this is the color that I want. Yeah. I kind of feel like I let myself down that way because I did not get in the coloring that I was hoping to get in. It's kind of like, I don't know, I kind of feel like that things just sort of, like I kind of feel like I was left in the dust. Like, do you know what I mean? Like you have such good intentions and then like you're looking to get it done, and then like time just, like it just really passed by and you're like, whoa, what happened? It's kind of like you were there. I don't know, it's hard to explain without sounding like just really goofy, but it's kind of like you're there and ready to go off to the races, and then like you had to go to the bathroom or something, and then when you come back or something, the starter gun had already been let loose, and then you missed the race. It's kind of like, whoa, I was only gone for just a minute. And it's kind of like that, like you were there ready to go with everything you wanted to do, but you blinked and then it just sort of went by. So yeah, that's the best way I know how to explain it. It's like I had, and this kind of seems to happen to me a lot over the years, like you have such high hopes of getting certain things accomplished, and some things, now I'm not saying that it was a total epic fail all the time, but you have such high hopes of getting like this and this and this accomplished, and some things you do, but there's things that when you don't, it's like, oh gosh, it's like, why did I let that slip by? And then you kind of beat yourself up, like, I could have done this and this and this on this day, instead of like maybe watching that movie, or I could have, you know, I could have really done this with my journal instead of like just taking that nap. That's kind of where I'm at. Like, you know, that's the best way I know how to explain it. It's like I sort of just let things pass by me sometimes, and then I kick myself. I really do. Then I kick myself, and yeah. So my goal is to try to be a little bit more mindful about being more productive. Because I feel like that needs to just happen. I feel like that needs to happen. And when it doesn't, then I stress out. And you're probably saying, okay, well, when you stress out, go color. Well, sometimes I do. Sometimes I do, but then I just get so disgusted with myself. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I'm making any sense. I'm probably just rambling, which I tend to do. I do that a lot. I do ramble. But yeah, it's just something I feel that I need to be a little bit more mindful about. And that I just need to let go of things that I cannot control. Such as what I mentioned before, you know, I can't control the actions of what people do. And I just need to let go of it, because stewing about it isn't going to do me any good. And sometimes you just have to move on from things, although that can be hard. I'm not gonna lie, that can be hard. But if you want to keep a healthy outlook, sometimes you have to oh, listen to me getting all philosophical. Listen to me getting all philosophical. Oh boy. Okay, so another thing that I feel like that I want to do for the channel is I want to use a little bit more mediums. Like, I've been using a lot of pencils because, like I said, I'm a pencil hoe, and we will be having those Pencil Mania series go on quite a lot more. However, I do feel like I want to use a few more different mediums. Like, I just got my beautiful, beautiful chameleon markers, and so I want to use those on camera quite a lot. I still have my Touch 5s or Touch Soft or whatever the heck you want to call them, which I haven't used on camera in quite a while, so that needs to happen. I have watercolors, both in watercolor pencil format and in actual watercolors. Plus I have my Neo 2s, which has been a while since I've used that too. So I mean, I want to use quite a few more mediums with you guys on camera. And I use them, you know, obviously I use them off camera too. But I get it for my own enjoyment, but a lot of times, like, I also get it so that I can show you guys how it works. And it's there, so I want to use it on camera with you guys. it's kind of like when I got that request from Stephanie to do the Inktense picture, which I will be getting back to. I still have to finish that up and do the Inktense. And I got quite a few really nice comments about that, thanking me for doing that, you know, so everybody could see how that was going to work. So I am glad I did that. And so I want to just do more of, I just want to do more of that kind of thing. Because, I mean, I have the stuff, and I want to be able to work with it on camera with you guys quite a lot. And I do have, like I said, I do have quite a few budget-friendly stuff too. And for my Pennsylvania series, like I have been doing a lot of the budget-friendly reviews. I will be getting into some higher-end stuff too, but I do want to show you guys that there are options. You know, no matter what medium you use, that there are options. And you know, whether you want to save up and get that big set of, like, say, polychromos, or if you choose to do a more budget-friendly one and then just go from there, you know, that's, it's a personal preference. There's no right or wrong way to do it. And that's another thing I want to bring up too in this video. But let me finish what I was going to say. So it's a personal choice, it's a personal preference, and there's no right or wrong way. You color with what you want to color with. But I just, you know, my goal is to show that there are options. And within those options, you know, there's quite a few different things that can be used. So my next point that I was going to say in this video is that there's also been a lot of drama centered around the supplies that we are using. And I know a lot of color tube folks, not all of them, but there's a lot of color tube folks that will use the higher end stuff, myself included. I mean, look at me today, I'm using my Holbeins, right? But just because, like, we are using, say, polychromos, or somebody is using, you know, Prismacolors or whatever, that does not mean that you have to rush right out and buy them. You know, especially if you can't afford them. You know, it's not, what was I going to say? It's not, like I said, it's a personal preference. And just because somebody is coloring with one thing does not mean that you have to go right out and get that stuff to color with as well. Because that's not what this hobby is about. You know, there's people that just give ideas. There's people that show how the stuff works. But that does not mean that you should feel pressured to go out and have to get that particular product to make a beautiful picture, because no matter what you use, that supply itself, you know, by itself is not going to make a beautiful picture. What makes a beautiful picture is the hand, you know, behind the supply that puts, you know, that makes the beautiful picture come to life. And in this community, there's just always been just so much support and kindness and stuff. And no matter what your level of coloring is, no matter what you do, if they're any kind of person at all, they're not going to tell you, oh, that sucks because you use Crayola, or, oh, you should be going out and doing this one. Your picture is going to look a lot better. That is a personal choice. It's a personal preference. And you should not have to feel pressured into getting something that you either can't afford or that you don't want. And just because somebody else is coloring with it does not mean that you have to. And nobody is going to, nobody, if they're any kind of person at all, is going to tell you, you know, or try to make you feel bad that because you don't have that particular supply. And I'm going to tell you, you color with whatever you want to color with. That is your choice. It's none of my business. I'm just here to show you the different things that you can use, should you choose. And I'm not saying that I am certainly not going to say, well, you're not a true colorist unless you have XYZ pencil or such and such marker or this or that. It is your choice. You get what you want to color with, and you color how you color. And that is exactly how I feel about it. It's kind of like, I know Erin from Simple Art for Adults has talked about this a lot, and I am in total agreement with what she has said. Because, you know, this is supposed to be a relaxing hobby for people. And if you're gonna worry about fitting in, oh well, I don't fit in because like I don't have polychromos, or gee, you know, there's no way I can color this without Prismacolors, or whatever. I am not going to be the one to sit there and tell you that that you should feel that way, because that's not the case. You color with whatever you want to color. You color how you want to color. If you don't want to do, like, say, blending and shading or whatever, that's fine. You color how you color. Like, I enjoy watching Grace. And, you know, she's just, and I think Anne from A Colorful Life has said this too, but, I mean, she is just such a breath of fresh air because, you know, she doesn't worry about all the blending and the shading and stuff. She just colors. She just takes her pictures and she just colors. And her pictures, like, if you look at them, they're very bright and very vivid. Because, you know, she really packs on that color, and that's how she colors, and that is perfectly fine. That's how she colors, that's how she wants to color, and that's, you know, that's perfectly fine. There's no right or wrong way at all. At all, at all, at all. And I'm not going to be the one to tell you that there is, because there isn't. It's a personal preference. It's kind of like... It's kind of like, I don't know, it's kind of, how to compare these notes or whatever, how to say, and I guess this is a little bit different, but like if, you know, let's say you're a painter and you prefer like oils over acrylics, you know, that's your choice. Or if you prefer acrylics over oils, that is your choice. And if that's what you want to use, if that's the materials that you want to use, then by all means, you use those materials. Because at the end of the day, it's your picture. It's your picture, it's your coloring book, and it's your supplies, and you're the one that has to decide how you want to color it or what you want to color it with. And people like me, you know, we're just here to show the different options. And if you want to take those options, that's fine. If not, that is fine too. So, okay, that is my little speech for the day. So basically, at the end of the day, don't let anybody talk you into coloring with something that you don't want to color with, or that you can't afford to color with. You do what you feel is best for you. And that is what you have to do. And don't let anybody tell you otherwise. Because that's not what this hobby is about. That is not what this hobby is about at all. Okay. Anyway, I hope everybody had an awesome new year. And the age-old question is, what is everybody working on? Have you gotten any new books lately? Have you gotten any new supplies lately? Have you tried something new that you absolutely really love? Have you tried something that just isn't your cup of tea, that you can't stand? Because it works both ways. Sometimes, you know, and you never know till you try something. But sometimes it works out, sometimes it does not. So yeah. Okay, sometimes these little leaf things are a little bit of a challenge. I'm trying to do the best I can with it. And I hope I'm not coloring any of her hair green. I hope it's just the leaves that I am getting. But I think if I do this right, I think this could come out really nice. We're gonna hope for that anyway. We are going to hope for that. I really like the pictures in this book. I mean, I think this book is really, really, really nice. I really do. I like this book. So, what did everybody do for New Year's? Me, it was kind of just a nice little quiet holiday. And we just stayed in. Like, we don't really do too much over New Year's. Like, we don't like to get out like in with all the crazy drivers or anything like that. We just stick around home. And I always have like a sort of New Year's ritual, I guess, call it a ritual. But I watch Twilight Zone. I am a huge Twilight Zone fan, and so I will watch Twilight Zone, and I will spend my time doing that. Used to be, and maybe they still do it, but on the Sci-Fi Channel they always had a Twilight Zone marathon over New Year's Eve and New Year's Day. And so I would watch that. However, I then got the Twilight Zone episodes on DVDs, and now I can watch them on my iPad through Amazon Prime. So I will just curl up with my iPad and I will watch the Twilight Zone. And that's what I do for my New Year's holiday. And that's what I've been doing for my New Year's holiday for a long time now. And yeah, so that is what I do with my New Year, because we just don't like to get out in the craziness. And my gosh, we haven't gone to a New Year's party in like years and years and years. We're just not into the whole partying scene. We're just not. So we just stick around here and do our thing. I figure it's much safer that way. Well, that's what I did for New Year's. Kind of did that. Yep. Okay. I think I'm going to stop the video here. We did get quite a bit done. I'm going to go back and color in some more of this in the next part. But I think I'm going to go ahead and stop here. Here is what we have gotten done so far. I think it's turning out really pretty so far. We'll do some more on it in the next part. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and also don't forget to check the description section. I will try to leave a link for this book on Etsy, so if you want to get this book, you can. Also in the description section is my Amazon affiliate link, plus the tip jar and a lot of other information that you can check out. The Facebook group is down there. You can follow my Instagram. That's another thing that I need to do, is be a little bit more active on Instagram and actually put my pictures up that I finish, because sometimes I am a little bit lax on that. Like I said, the whole social media thing is a little bit of a weakness for me, which I need to get a little bit better about that. So anyway, like I said, hope you enjoyed the video. Go ahead and give it a thumbs up, leave a comment, and tell me what you think. Hit that like button, of course. Leave a comment. and subscribe to this channel if you've not done so already, but better yet, hit that bell so you can be notified when I upload new videos. You all have a great day, and we will see you in the next part. Okay, bye guys.